What's going on, Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. So I recently put out a show on how to mod Vader after the nerf, and I wanted to do the same thing with Gas in the 501st. So let's talk about it. Now that only a Galactic Legend can take out a Galactic Legend, General Skywalker and his 501st is the best squad in the game at Division 7. Jedi Knight Luke is amazing as well, but he is rare to see in Division 7. So my show is all about trying to help new people, mid-level players, to dominate by the time they reach my level. So in Division 7, 99% of the time you will use your gas squad to take out all Darth Revan, Darth Malak, and all gas mirror matches easily if you mod them correctly. Now, I want to help people be prepared. When I was coming up, everyone said critical damage on gas, and I don't even use those mods anymore. I want to help you avoid those mistakes. So if you have an amazing gas squad, if you're above me, a big dog, put something in the comment section, a tip, or if anything that I've missed, definitely put it down in that comment section. We are all here to help each other grow in the game. All right, guys, so when you're coming up, we got to start with fives. He is super important to the survivability of your squad. My fives is so thick, by the time you get him down to the yellow, Gas has already gotten back up and slapped all your tunes and defeated all of them easily. So if your fives is not thick enough, when Gas goes down the first time, everyone knows to target fives first. They'll take him out easily, and then your 501st will drop quickly after that. So definitely, we have to mod fives correctly. A lot of people don't know tactical awareness. If you defeat another 501st clone before fives, he will sacrifice himself and give everyone health, protection, speed, offense. So you definitely want to get as much as that as you can. Now I have him R7. You don't have to do that coming up. Depends on where you're at in your division, who you're facing, how much harder your opponents are. You'll get to a point where you will R7 him. He is worth it. All right, so let's take a look at some of his stats. Okay. So like I said, there's two teams you're going to be facing. Darth Revan, Darth Malak squad and a gas. So I want some help from people who have Darth Malak. You have that amazing Darth Malak. You know his kit very well. I know when he does that life drain, doesn't that deal damage off the opponent's max health? So it wouldn't be that good to have such crazy health on fives, right? How does that work? Someone comment below. But you got to have some kind of health protection pool, because when you're facing a gas mirror match, you can lose a lot of protection before Gas even sits down, but you can't lose any health. So in that rare instance, when Gas sits down and you only have health left, you got to have some kind of good pool. That way your fives doesn't drop like a cricket. Speed. I know he transfers speed. I only have 208. I know it's terrible, but I have not had to worry about speed on my 501st squad at all. They are fine where they're at because Gas is so deadly. So 208. Don't go less than 208. All right. So my protection, I know it's only at 81,000, but I have so much defense, it makes it so much thicker. All right. I don't care about him hitting hard with critical damage. Tenacity is always good because a Darth Revan squad, they do a lot of debuffs, and I know some of it can't be resisted. So tenacity is always good. Okay. I know Rex gives form up and tenacity up, but when you don't have that, it's always nice to have some kind of tenacity. All right, physical offense. You've got to get as much as you can. Like I said, to get that sacrifice and then to have your 501st hit really hard, you got to transfer a lot of offense. So this is another 5,700 offense transferred over to all my 501st. Critical chance, very nice to get that high. Anytime a 501st crits, the next time Echo goes, he automatically crits. Let's take a look at survivability. Two types of damage out there, guys. Physical and special damage. The majority of 501st is doing physical. I think Echo does special on his AoE. So armor's at almost 80%. That's great. With the gas mirror matches you will be facing, you've got to negate some of that 195% defense penetration. So I've got to go all defense. Now let's go down to special, which I think should be higher since he is a tank. So I'm trying to get this to at least 65%. This is because of Darth Revan and Basilisk Fallen, who do extreme amounts of special damage. I've got to resist as much of that as I can. Like I said, fives has got to be thick. couple of the mods that I'm using. So of course, you've got to have offense maxed out in 2 spots. I have it on the square and I have it on the triangle. But secondaries, I'm always farming for better secondaries. On your tank, on your 5s, you want defense percentages, protection percentages, health percentages, tenacity percentages, and then speed, of course. Okay? Now down here, or over here on the diamond, you got a 6-dot, a tanks diamond for sure to get that defense. But look at the secondaries. It doesn't have any speed, but it's got a big chunk of protection. Protection percentage. I like the crit chance. And it's got a little thing of defense. Okay, down here, protection. I want a big protection pool. And then up here, I do have speed, but I definitely am going to experiment with something different. Maybe like a health protection primary, even a defense primary. Like I said, I'm trying to get a 65% special resistance. Down here, like I said, defense. I'm going to play with this. I haven't 6-dotted it yet, because I want to see how it plays out. My 5s is so thick, I'm telling you, when you hit my 5s, it's like noodles hitting him. Very hard to drop my 5s. Like I said, by the time he goes down, gas gets up. Okay, let's go to Rex. Rex, guys, he just has to be fast and have as much tenacity, health, and protection as you can. I believe the higher the divisions you go, the faster I have had to make my Rex. So this is what I want to know from everyone. Let's get a helpful comment thread started. What speed is your Rex? What division are you in? And what's the fastest Rex you've seen in your division, so everyone will kind of know what they can't be less than. So in Division 7, my Rex is 313 speed. I outrun all Darth Revens, all of them. Last time I lost to a Darth Revan squad was because Darth Revan went first, and he put out all those debuffs. I fixed that, so I do not lose to any Darth Revens, any Darth Malaks. Health protection pool, of course, get as much as you can. He's squishy. If you can't get to aerial advantage, that would be terrible. And then tenacity, 94%. He does do a lot of resisting. So if you waiting to get to aerial advantage and then you get ability blocked or stunned, that would be terrible. Physical offense, of course. Aerial advantage does physical damage. Try to get as high as you can, but you don't have to put a critical damage or an offense triangle. I use survivability. Okay? Aerial advantage, I'm generally saving for Darth Malak or for gas. So I even skip it one time. Like I said, I only use it for Darth Malak. So by the time I skip it and come back to it, it will one-shot Darth Malak. Okay? And then it can be evaded. Be careful with that. So mods, I do use a tenacity cross. I said I do not want him to get ability blocked or stunned and not be able to use aerial advantage. No, thank you. Okay, up here I have health, survivability. I did have offense one time, but he just wasn't thick enough. You know, this is what was before I R5 hit. I probably could go back to offense, but I don't feel like I need it. I always one-shot Darth Malak. By the time I get to after 2 times after skipping it, not a problem. Up here, definitely speed, but you want to have good survivability in the secondary. Here, protection. I maxed out this here to get more speed. It's maxed out at 5, but of course I'm not going to slice it again because the speed's done with. But I wanted the extra defense for survivability and then a lot of speed here. So you'll get to a point where your Jedi Knight Revan is so much faster than Rex, you will have to switch those mods over to Rex. In Division 7, when I first entered, my Jedi Knight Revan was like 360 speed with his lead, and that was overkill. So now I swapped those mods to Rex, because Rex now needs to be faster than Jedi Knight Revan. You will get to that point. Alright guys, so if I skip anything else on these tune guys, definitely put it in that comment section. We are here to help each other out. Alright. So, like I said, for majority of Darth Revan, he's got to get to form up first. He's got to be fast enough to outrun Darth Revan, or you will lose that battle. Alright. So, Echo and ARC Trooper. If you mod 5s correct enough with enough offense for that sacrifice, Echo and ARC Trooper will usually generally take out your opponent's squad while Gas is just sitting down chilling the whole time. So Echo, form, critical damage, and critical chance mods. He assists all the time and he hits really hard, but you got to have offense maxed out here. You've got to have critical damage maxed out here, and you've got to have offense maxed out there. Okay? Go to ARC Trooper. We'll look at his stats real quick at R5. So health protection, totally fine. The sacrifice, they survive, not a problem. Speed, 229, doesn't bother me at all. Critical damage, he hits really hard. Tenacity, like I said, I would love to have more. Physical offense, he does 5,700, then plus another 5,700 from 5 sacrifice. He's at almost 11,000. And then you have special damage from the AoE grenade. Man, he's almost like 12,000 damage from the AoE grenade. So it does do special, right? Yes. So I sometimes save that to where he does get the sacrifice. So when I throw it, it can sometimes take out all the opponents because it's so OP. They get so much damage after 5 sacrifice. Okay? Arc Trooper, you want to do 4 offense. The reason why I do that instead of critical damage, because the turret cannot crit. And that turret hits pretty hard too. You got to max out the cross offense. Offense here. Offense here. He hits really hard. Definitely keep the speed up here because he is pretty quick. Okay? So right here, damage. Almost 9,000. I have seen Arc Troopers at like almost 12,000 damage. That is crazy. That is a one-shot. His ability where he can hit really hard, what is the Arsenal or... No, this is right here. This is a Sign Command. When he does this, he one-shots somebody easily. Okay? Now, the man of the hour, we're going to talk about General Skywalker. So like I said, you're going to use gas, against Darth Revan, Darth Malak. So now that his Furious Slash... it can no longer ignore defense, but it has 195% defense penetration. I think you could now use a defense secondary on gas or a health, but he has to have 4 offense. Okay? Now let's help everyone understand his kit a little bit. Hero with no fear. I'm not sure if this was changed or anything. At the start of the battle, General Skywalker gains all kinds of buffs. 25% defense, 15% max protection, and 25% tenacity for each other 501st ally. That's a lot. That's awesome. This has always been same down here. 100% counter chance. His counter, my gas's counter, is deadly. I don't care about what speed he has. It hasn't factored in at all. He'll counter and take out everyone before he even takes a turn. And he has 50% critical chance. So the guys, that's why gas always crit hits. So that's why people do put critical damage, because also from his lead, you gain 50% critical damage, I believe. Let me see. Yes. But back to Hero with No Fear, all top meta report. I think even Arnold has him modded for offense. I have him for offense because General Skywalker cannot be critically hit. So a lot of times you're facing a good gas squad, it's going to come down to gas, looking at gas. So he cannot critically hit me. So usually with critical damage mods, the damage is like 6,000, between like 5,500 to maybe 7,000 being the hardest hit. But since he can't critically hit gas, it's like a noodle. So with my gas with pure damage of 10,000, he can sometimes, you know, swipe out the other gas in just one hit. So you definitely have to have a lot of offense. Okay. So the chosen one, pretty simple. I don't think that changed anything. Lead ability, so that's why people put critical damage, because this critical damage right here. But I'm telling you guys, of course, if you're not facing gas, if you're not using him for gas, totally fine, critical damage. But you will get to my point, and I promise you, you will face nothing but gas mirror matches in Darth Revan, Darth Malak. So let's take a look at stats. Okay, so health at 66,000. Like I said, I don't have a secondary health set. My speed cross has better secondaries, but I will be farming speed mods and defense mods, and definitely be playing around with those, because gas mirror match, the more defense you have, since now he can't ignore defense, it would be super helpful. So protection cannot be less than 100,000 in Division 7. Cannot. That's what's super important, is your protection and your offense. Speed, I don't even care about. It does not matter at all in Division 7. Tenacity, he gets so much at the start of the battle. That's why it's very hard to debuff General Skywalker. Right here's what you need to pay attention to. Physical offense, 10,256. I drop gases, no problem at all. I have faced tons of gases, thousands. I've done so many gas mirror matches. I faced gases with 130, 140, 150,000 protection everywhere. But since they did that, their damage was like 5,500, sometimes like barely 6,500, hitting like a noodle. I would drop that gas so quickly. Okay, so that's what it's coming down to. Gas has to have a lot of offense for a couple of reasons. When you're facing a Darth Revan squad, everyone knows to immediately go after Basilisk Fallen. You should be able to take out Basilisk Fallen because you're going to go first with Rex's form up. I can generally swipe her out with Gas's first turn so easily that I put the armor shred on Malak, because with the smash that he does, the force grip, Basilisk is taken out, and then I put that armor shred on Malak. He has to be strong to take out Basilisk Fallen quickly. And then after that, you just save that aerial advantage to get to Darth Malak. He is so easy to take out Darth Revan and Darth Malak as long as Rex goes first. So guys, like I said, that's what you're going to use your gas for all the time. Gas mirror match, Darth Revan, Darth Malak. I want to help you be prepared, farm correctly. So like I said, he has to have 4 offense mods. Looking at his mods, got to have offense in the cross. It's got to be maxed out. The reason why I have this speed here, look at the secondaries. It's got a chunk of offense. You can't have offense percentage in the secondary. It's already on the primary. It's got a big chunk of protection, 1,700, and 9% more protection. And the speed, I don't care about. Okay? Health, this is a good one here. You know, it's got offense. It's got, you know, I don't need the crit chance. It's got speed. So I'll definitely try to form a defense secondary set. You know, it would be helpful for gas mirror match, or a health set. I'm always farming for better mods, guys. Up here, critical damage. Look at the secondaries. Maxed out protection, very nice, almost 13%. The speed is nice, health is nice, and the offense is nice. Very, very good triangle. What I will also farm is an offense triangle. Now that he cannot take out Galactic Legends and I'm doing gas mirror match, since gas can't be critically hit when all the 501st are taken away, offense would probably be just deadly, but I would lose critical damage. So I'll definitely pay attention to that and come back and update. Up here on the arrow, everyone, you know, people have protection on the arrow, protection on the triangle, protection on the cross, protection on the circle. Yes, it's nice to have that much protection, but if you don't have enough damage, that won't do anything. You can't even drop Basilisk Fallen in like 2 or 3 moves. That's a no bueno. It's got to be offense maxed out. Try to get good secondaries. Look at the speed, which is like, I didn't want the speed to up. I didn't care about it. I wanted that protection. And you see how it didn't move at all. 1.8%. I was trying to get that to roll up like 3 times. That would be great. If I could have my gas like 110,000 protection, that would be nice. Okay, and of course, maxed out square, of course. All right, the defense in there is nice. I didn't care about it at first, but now that gas can't ignore defense, that's great for gas mirror match. All right, guys, so I hope that was super helpful. You know, everyone's trying to achieve this squad. They are amazing. They definitely are worth the grind, so definitely go after them. If you guys enjoyed it, blast the like button, share your tips down below. Keep on sithin'. Darth Kimchi, signing out.